Hello everyone and welcome back to another deck profile brought to you by Double Sleeved. Today I'm with Shiftsa presenting his top 8 deck profile from the launch event for Battle Spirits. Shiftsa, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
That's good.
It's congratulations. Obviously, it's a huge achievement bringing a new deck into a brand new card game and to place in the top 8. We obviously had some fierce competition with people traveling over. How do you feel the event went?
It was pretty good. First event ever, Battle Spirits. I guess not sure what was going to happen. No one knew what was going to happen. I was only, to be honest, really aiming just to break even. Yeah. But surprisingly, I did pretty well. So I'm pretty happy about it.
Ended up 6th place, was it?
Yeah, 6th place.
Yeah, pretty good. So why don't you take us through your deck and how you got there?
Sounds good. All right, cool. So I'll run down with the Nexuses first. I'm running 3 Rocket Cities. Mm-hmm. I found that if you run 4, it may brick.
We'll just switch them the other way.
Yep. Reason why Rocket City is pretty good is that when you run against purple or yellow, they like to tend to draw a lot. Mm. And Rocket City counters that by if you put in 2 Nexuses and they discard a card. So it's pretty good, and it also helps reduce cost as a Nexus. Cool. Mm. And then my next one is Fortress. This is your card that you need to ramp up your Machine Beast. Obviously, you want to use that to get out your Mecha Beast new guard as soon as possible. So I run 3. I don't run 4 because it may brick as well. On to the next, I am running 2 for Canyons. Mm-hmm. These 2 are pretty important to recycle your cards, and they can help you also reduce cost with some of your red cards that I wasn't running, which I'll come down to later. I'm running 4 Starbless Draws, which obviously it's just a good card. It's like a pot of greed.
Yeah, everyone was running Starbless Draws if you were able to get it out of your boxes.
Yeah, exactly. And for Canyon also reduces the cost. So it helps that. And playing this, make sure that when you're playing against white, try not to put it in your burst because white decks tend to not have when some effect cards.
Yeah, that happened to me actually in my game. I was playing red and put it in my burst and couldn't get it out.
On to the next, I have 3 Ice Shields and a Counter Sword.
Yeah.
This should be of my 4th Ice Shield. At the time of purchasing my cards, I only bought 3 boxes, and unluckily I only got 3 Ice Shields. So the Sword Counter is actually my substitute. I thought it would be good against against white because when they play Elk, you do want to gain a life to kind of make. They think you have lethal, but then you play this, you gain life, and then they can't kill you.
Yeah.
Cool.
How many boxes did you buy for the event?
Me and my brother, we got 3 and we shared the pool.
Yeah. And
originally we did 2. I got 2 Ice Shields, and I know Ice Shields is very crucial for a white deck. Then I'm like, okay, I'll get a 3rd box, and that's when I decided to get another Ice Shield, but I couldn't get it. Luckily, someone else were trading out for it, so I got an Ice Shield from them.
Nice.
Cool. I will have Force Suppression. I love this card. So much utility, especially against purple. So purple likes to play Maduke, and Maduke has Blood Curse. Mm-hmm. You can play Suppression on Maduke so that she doesn't actually die and your cards can die instead, so that Blood Curse doesn't trigger off. You can also play this against yellow. Sometimes they play the Nexus that stops people from blocking. Wait, I'm trying to remember which card was. It was the element that allows it to unblock or level 2 cards cannot be blocked.
Yeah.
You can play Suppression, reduce your card, and then sacrifice a Soul Core. Then you can block with that card, and it'd be a level 1, but it'll be very buffed up because of the plus 3k.
Yeah, so allows you to get around that.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Yes, exactly. We're also playing 3 Deadly Balances. This card is great. Very good against pretty much. It's just a stable card, to be honest. Good against the mirror match. If they play Pegasus Island and then they play Elk, just play Deadly Balance because they can't choose Pegasus Island, and Deadly Balance scares a bit.
Yeah, you didn't mind paying the full cost for this one?
Yes, because that's the only purple cards I'm running.
Yeah.
Pretty much. On to the next Magic card, I have Burning Force. I'm also running 3.
Yeah.
Again,
another staple, wasn't it?
Yeah. Kills Nexuses. helps kills low rush aggro decks as well.
Yeah.
Just a very good card. And reduced by Volcanic Canyon, which is why I'm running this as well. And then I'm running 2 Dream Bombs. I think if I had to rebuild my deck, I would probably run 4. Dream Bomb is very useful against white and purple, and actually pretty much all decks. Because you want to return key essential cards when they attack, because you can play it when you lose life. Or you can also use it to go for lethal and return a card that's, a core card on that side, and then that's stopping you from
like a potential blocker or something.
Yeah.
And it gets reduced being a white deck also. It's pretty good.
Exactly. Then on to the next set of cards is the Spirits. I am running 4 Pegasus Islands.
Yep.
They're for sure most core Spirit in your deck, because they are your early game that stops yellow from pushing hard. Also has armor against red and purple, so purple will have a hard time dealing with this unless they have curse. That's the only issue. Cool. And then I run 2 Fuller. Reason why I only run 2 is because I wasn't sure I would be running against many purples. If there was more purples on that day, definitely run 4. Otherwise I'm running 2, and I am sideboarding 2 as well. They're very good against purple, so that they don't drop cores on your red cards. The cards with the red soul card, stopping them from getting KO'd. Very useful. I am running a 1-off. At the time, when I was making a deck, I wasn't sure how useful or reliable this is. This card's actually decent against yellow and red, and white as well, actually. Because put a soul core on, having that extra ramp, scaring them from attacking you is really good. Kind of makes a little bit of mind game, making sure that they don't know what they want to do. They don't know if they want to go full aggressive or they don't want to give you a ramp. So no matter what, this is really good. Then I'm also playing 4 Fortresses. Very good against aggro decks, especially against yellow. I play this against the yellow. Every time the person that tries and attacks me, I'll just block and return a 3-drop or less. It also can attack and restand on a turn. So when you feel like you're behind and you need to catch up, this is the card you need to play against aggro.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. My favorite card of the deck is this Mecha Beast. So obviously, core card, every time it dies, you draw 3 and you gain 3 ramp. I think almost every scenario when time dies, you get the effect off. The only time it gets removed from the field, it's from cards that bounces back. It's like Dream Bomb, for example. So against every other color but white, you'll most likely get it off.
Yeah, if they do destroy it. And does that one refresh?
Yes, the refresh as well. So you put 4 cores, you can attack, and then you can refresh all your cores. Sometimes I feel like it could be a bait if they somehow get rid of your Elephant or drain your cores, and then you could have kind of attack and expecting you to refresh. Yeah. But then you don't, and then they can go for lethal without you expecting it. So, yep.
But it gives you options as well if you need that defense just to be able to refresh everything.
Exactly. Yeah. It's really good ability though. It's an option. Yep. And then there's Elk. So round 4 of these is also a core card. You need it. So when you goes to level 2. Every time you don't lose a life, that's why it's very complementary with Ice Shield, is that your opponent will lose a life, right? So when they attack you and you have level 3, you can play Ice Shield, take the life and bring it back when it's from burst, and they'll still trigger off this ability.
Okay, so it checks at the end of the turn as long as you're at the same life that you were at the start.
Exactly. So that's why I think this deck is very crucial to have 4 Ice Shields. And while I was running 3, I still managed to get top 6, so I'm really happy about that. Yeah. But having 4 and running it with Alk is very good. This card also cannot be destroyed by card effects when it blocks as well. Okay. So this is your main kind of counter towards Curse. It's the only one card that stops it from dying from Curse. Yeah. Cool. And lucky last is my Armor Dragon Enterprise. I run 3, not 4 because it might break against aggro decks. This is just generally really good, especially against red, because they don't have a real way of dealing with it once you get it to level 3. The only real way is that they play directs and to try and buff it up. So one of the cool things I'd like to do against red is play Rocket City and making sure this is almost stronger than Rex. And then if you can go past Rex, in most cases you win the match against red. Cool. Onto my sideboard, I play 2 Leons. I think having this against aggro decks is, first you can board wipe really small cards, but also just having an extra body on the board when you need it is pretty good. And it can also get reduced by Volcanic Canyon. Yep. On to the next, Heaven Blade. Originally I sided board this for red, but his second effect, level 2, allows it to stop your cards being bounced by your opponent's effect, is really good, especially against the mirror. So this is more for white rather than the first effect for the Sequum regaining life.
Yeah, you mentioned Mecha Beast obviously being bounced back, preventing you from being able to ramp and draw 3, so that would prevent that, yeah. Yeah,
exactly. If your Mecha Beast gets Dream Bombed, you feel like you wasted a turn.
Yeah.
That's not very good. And then, again, Fuller, play 4 against purple, explained earlier.
Yeah.
I am running another Hollow Beast, so I would put this in the yellow to make sure I ramp up and be able to catch up with them later on. Then 2 Dream Bombs. Like I said, I'd rather put 4 later down in the future. Very crucial against every deck, I'm pretty sure. Just helps you live longer. Can also bounce back a Nexus when it needs to as well. And lucky last is the Enterprise. So I took out 3 because you never know how many aggro decks you're going to play.
Yeah.
But if you're sideboarding it and you're not playing against aggro, then you should run 4.
Yeah.
Then that's pretty much it for me.
That's it. That's the white deck. Congratulations, obviously, again, being the first event and being able to place top 6.
Yeah.
It was a really tough competition, and a lot of people definitely put in a fair bit of time. Do you practice much for the event?
Oh, for this one, I really wanted to get into it, but I didn't have the time. But I was just going to shout out to Jonathan. He helped me a lot. He trained me and coached me. Literally, I spent the week before learning this game, and then 3 days prior, I just learned this white deck. And apparently I didn't know anything. I was misplaying a lot according to him, but as soon as I kept playing, he was able to coach me, and I felt like I flipped it, but I don't know. We'll see.
There's a lot of games. You definitely earned it. You earned your spot. So congratulations once again, and thanks for jumping on the channel.
Cool. Thank you.